and this is the video review for Transformers Generations Arcee, Deluxe Class. As you can see, she looks fantastic. It's a fantastic robot mode, a nice homage to the G1 incarnation of Arcee, and really, it's just a fantastic figure. It feels a little thin. Some of Arcee's limbs, like the arms and the legs, they are thinner than at least I have been used to with Transformers figures. But by no means does she feel cheap. She feels thin, but still sturdy. Really good quality materials, and an excellent use of paint. It's really great. For articulation, you have articulation 360 degrees in the head, and upward motion, and slight downward motion. You have shoulder movement in and out of the body. You can bend at the elbow. You can't rotate at the wrist, but you can rotate at the kind of bicep area. The legs can move in and out of the body. They can move forward and back. Bend at the knee, and the feet can move like so. I believe that's it. You don't have any waist movement per se, but yeah, this figure is just excellent. Its robot mode is excellent. It looks great. It's a lot of fun to play with. It makes for a great display piece. It does have this sort of backpack, but it really doesn't bug me at all. The figure has very wide feet, so balance never becomes a problem. And yeah, I think it just makes for a good look from the front. I know a lot of people complain about the backpack, but I'm digging it. As for weapons, we have these two guns, which I have the version that has that kind of webbing at the bottom, if you can see. There's like a ledge right there that's kind of blocking off the weapon from being held all the way down, so she can only hold the bottom portion of the handle, not the entire portion. And I know that some people kind of, they've done mods where they shave away at that peg, but I don't think I'll be displaying the figure with weapons all that much, so that's not a huge priority for me. But you do have these two guns, and you also have her swords that she can hold in either hand, but I don't really use these swords. For a quick size comparison, here we have her next to Generations Drift, and it's kind of small. I don't know how that scaling goes for, say, the comics. I don't really read the comics, but a little smaller, but I still like her. And we also have Voyager Prime, who's just out of the camera at this point. For the transformation, you can go ahead and start by flipping up the feet. Flipping them up on the back, right at the ankle. You can go ahead and grab this waist portion right here, and whoa, I've never done that before. Oh yeah, I have. It's part of the transformation. So you go ahead and separate this from the torso, and lift that up. Grab the backpack, lift that up as well until it's flush with the body. Then you will make sure the head isn't going to be in the way, but you want to flip that up and over and snap this portion into place. Flip down this flap right here. The arms, straighten those out, and then rotate these up in a very awesome sort of fashion. Great engineering here, I guess. I like it. But you flip that up, and her arms will rest up here. Get that flat. Next, you'll take her thighs, kind of separate them to the side like that, like so. There's a joint right there that folds out. Make sure that's all the way out. that will allow us to rotate the legs up and tuck into those sections right there. And you'll hear a snapping motion. Lastly, we'll have the vehicle mode in this kind of shape right now. We'll grab this back portion, flip out this piece right here, and peg that down. Just like that. And there you have Arcee in her vehicle mode. She's some sort of Cybertronian vehicle, but it looks really sleek, and I like the curves, the overall design. Nice big Autobot symbol here in the front, nice paint in the front, clear windshield, and a lot of detail on the inside, which is excellent. You have the seats, the mid section, and I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, you can. Even on the inside, you can see, you can make out a steering wheel, dashboard, little console in the middle. Just a lot of great detail. It's crazy. And the figure roll as well. It's just fantastic all over, all around. One of my favorite things is the way that the weapons can store here on the vehicle mode. You can take the guns and you can either put them here on top in these peg holes right here, and then attach the swords on the side using pegs inside of the holes right there, and they could attach like that. We'll do that just for display purpose right now. And then you can put the guns on top. But even better, you can store the gun down here. If you see, these arms would just kind of flap around aimlessly if you weren't to do this. You take the gun, stick it in there, and then if you rotate the arms, just put the hands on those handles, on those pegs right there, and that'll hold the arms in place, which is fantastic. And then you can go ahead and take the gun right here, put the peg in that portion right there, that hole. Oh. And that will allow you to store the guns in the undercarriage of the car, and it just fits in well. It makes sense to me. It kind of like looks like an exhaust pipe of sorts. But yeah, this just is absolutely fantastic. I normally don't display it with the swords. All in all, this is a fantastic figure, just absolutely fantastic. One of my, instantly one of my favorites in my collection. It's been a long time coming, but I think it's been worth the wait. I think this is an excellent figure, and I would pick it up however you have to, whether that be online or if you're lucky enough to find it in stores.